I appreciate your support for a moment with Rukwaro, and I always encourage, or have always been encouraging you to subscribe so that you'll be the first one to be alerted by YouTube when I upload a video. Now, assisting our unfortunate members of our community is a tradition which should be embedded right at the family setting. During the socialization of our children, they should be encouraged to give and to help the unfortunate members who have not been endowed like them in our society. On 5th of September, it's a day designated by United Nations General Assembly on 17th of December 2012 as an International Day of Charity. This day, the International Day of Charity, is celebrated to allow people from all walks of life to come together to share their resources, to share their time and energy, and to make a positive impact on the lives of people in need. This, looking back at the history of the International Day of Charity, it was conceived by a civil society in Hungary, which lobbied their government, and as a result of that, the Hungarian Parliament also lobbied the United Nations, and finally it was accepted. So this was a very noble initiative. Just a small civil society was able to make an impact at a global level. So with the lobbying the government, and their government being focused and forward-looking and looking at the global arena, they were able to pass this resolution to recognize this day. And so this day was designated. And the 5th of September, it was not just a day just picked randomly, but it was a day marked to remember the Nobel laureate, our late Mother Teresa, who was so committed to assisting the less fortunate, and she belonged to the order of the mission of charity. And she concentrated so much in Calcutta, where poverty was very much pronounced. And so, in order to recognize her contribution, to recognize her input of what she did in the world, this day was designated. And so you see, the main objective for this day, it is to enhance visibility, to make the international community remember about charity, to organize also special events geared towards the unfortunate members of our society. So you see, when this day is commemorated, it increases solidarity, social responsibility, and support for charity. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say every society, we should be thinking about our unfortunate members of our society. It doesn't matter how much you have. Charity is not for those people who are rich. Charity is for everybody, even for children. Sometimes they can deny themselves lunch in order to help the unfortunate members of the society who are suffering. So we have to change our mind. We have to have a paradigm shift that for you to help in charity, you have to be somebody with a lot of money. Everybody is endowed with resources somehow. And you see, by the way, resources are relative. No one who can say that I've got enough. And you see, you don't have to give enough just as the leftovers. You don't have to go and assist a children's home with old clothes which you don't need. You can help them without actually looking at the leftovers, but to sacrifice. Sacrifice and give. And then when you sacrifice and give, you are going to change the life of an individual in our society. So I found it is important to remind our community that there is a day called International Day of Charity. And please let us think about charity. Let families think about charity. Charity is not only to the churches, it's not only to the donors, but please let it be to each one of us. We should be ready to give to change the life of an individual. And I hope if all of us, we embrace the spirit of charity, we are going to change the life of our unfortunate members in our society. And after all, even for those who are conversant with the Bible, it says that the poor, you are always going to be with them. There will be no society which will develop. Even the developed countries, even with their welfare states, we still have poor people in their society. Thank you very much for listening to this video, and I will encourage you to subscribe and to share and to comment in comment section. Thank you.